Hi there, it's George Hoge back with you from Business English Conversation. Today I want to talk to you, I want to try to answer a question. A lot of people keep asking me, why do I need to learn business English? Hey, I already know English. I just need to, listen, watch movies and watch television and listen to people on the street, stuff like that. Well, I'm going to propose to you that business English is kind of a language of its own underneath, or as a subset of English. And guess what? Underneath that is a subset of a whole bunch of other languages. There's the manufacturing language. There's the sales language. There's the marketing language. There's the accounting language, the finance language, the human resources language. And you get right down to it, you get business legal, or legal business, whatever you want to say it. Contracts management, just all kinds of different languages. And why do I say that? Let me give you an example. I got a bunch of notes here. But let me give you a few examples of how there are so many different languages within business English, which is a part of English. How about accounting? What are some of the things they talk about accounting? Accounts receivable, accounts payable, accruals, chart of accounts, credits and debits, depreciation, journaling or journal entries, posting, write-offs. Heavy stuff. How about the marketing folks? Of course, they talk about advertising, but what about benefit segmentation and branding and channel distribution, consumer characteristics, direct marketing, as opposed to indirect marketing? Flagship store, or the flagship store, market demand and market analysis. Different kind of stuff from what the accounting folks talk about. How about HR folks? They talk about appraisals and attrition, benchmarking, they use that term a lot, contract for services, employee relations, human relations, grievances, human capital, the labor market, and outsourcing. Then you got the finance guys and gals, which are not to be confused with the accounting guys and gals. Because in finance, they talk about the stock market, talk about yields, they talk about capital budgets and expense budgets. They talk about the time value of management, sorry about that, asset and liability management, cash flow, liquidity, sunk cost. And then there's the sales folks who talk a different language than the marketing folks, because they talk about the gatekeepers, they talk about leads, cold calls, how to handle objections. They talk about business development, prospecting, ramp up time, quotas, and sandbagging. And then over in the manufacturing section, they talk about all kinds of other things. Reorder points, just-in-time inventory, bottlenecks, setup time, inventory turn, LIFO, L-I-F-O. Look that one up. Raw materials, logistics, and pick and pack. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you can't look up every one of those terms, and probably 1,000 more. You can look them up in a dictionary, you can look them up in a business dictionary, you can look it up on the internet, I'm sure. And you can get your definition of what they are. And that's fine, it's appropriate that you figure out what the heck they are. But do you know how to use them? Do you really know what they mean? Can you put them in context in a conversation or listen to a conversation without having some idea what they are and know what somebody's talking about? That's the critical point, or the key point. And I'm not sure which comes first, the chicken or the egg or the chicken, or whichever one it is, whether it's important to learn more about an aspect of the business or learn the language of that aspect of the business. I'm kind of thinking learning the language of that aspect of the business might want to come first, the business English, and then whatever the language is. In other words, to get an idea of what they're going to be talking about. You may not know exactly because you're not sitting down there at the desk or out in the field experiencing it, but you'll get a good feel for the phrases and the terms and the idioms, the nomenclature, the analogies, all of the things they use in these different aspects of the business. And then you can enter into some conversation and you can sound intelligent and ask intelligent questions. What kind of a company are we? Just-in-time inventory? Or are we LIFO? Or FIFO? What is our marketing strategy? Who are the gatekeepers for our major customers? Are we on the stock market? How's the stock doing? What is the stock? Just a few thoughts and ideas. Think about that. You know, as I've said before, I'm a true, firm believer. The more you know about a company, now let me step back. The more you know about business, first off, the better off you are. In other words, all the aspects or disciplines within a business. What are they? What do they do? How do they all fit together? Then take your company, wherever you work. What are all those aspects? Who are the people? Who are the players? What's going on? What are the goals and the objectives of these various organizations or disciplines? Learn that. Learn the language of each of the disciplines. Learn the management language and what's going on with them. I think you'll find that will help dramatically in your career. Help accelerate it, help you feel more comfortable, and help you just generally be a better employee. Be the best you can be. That's from George Hoge. Talk to you later.